Puff the Magic Dragon, Chapter 2. Together they would travel on a boat with a billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perch on Puff's gigantic tail. It really was a gigantic tail. For once, Puff left the confines of Jackie's bedroom. He returned to the full-sized dragon. Jackie, riding tall in the tail, scanning the horizon, finally spotted another ship. "Ahoy!" he shouted to the HMS Bicycle, which was named by a crew of living playing cards. "Ahoy!" they shouted back, and all of the picture cards bowed down. Noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came. Pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff roared out his name. "Pirates!" cried Jackie. Terrified once more, he slid down Puff's tail and landed in the dragon's arms. "I don't want to see any pirates, Puff. I'm afraid. Take me home." Puff looked quite surprised. "Jackie, didn't you know? Once you set out for Hanalei, there is no turning back. To find your way home, you must first find Hanalei." Suddenly, there was a thundering sound, as if all the storms in creation had combined into one. A huge wave billowed under the boat, lifting it higher and higher. Then the wave seemed to turn into a great hand, the smallest finger of which was bigger than Jackie. The thunder turned into an ear-splitting peal of laughter, which rolled out of the gigantic mouth at the bottom of an enormous, ugly face that leered down at them with a malicious fury. Jackie screamed, for he recognized the giant pirate from his nightmare window shade drawing. "Gotcha!" roared the pirate. "You'll never get away." He was as tall as a skyscraper and as strong as a barrel of earthquakes. He sloshed through the raging sea as if he were a schoolyard puddle. "Now that's a pirate," said Puff. "I'm Long John, very long, black, and blue-beard kid," he chanted. "I'm bigger than big, and here I reign. I'm the main Spanish pirate of the Spanish Main." "Well, he certainly is long," said Puff. "Silence!" roared the very Long John, as he brought the boat to an eerie, desolate island with a tall, angry-looking volcano in the center, surrounded by many smaller mountains and cliffs. One of the cliffs had a large skull and crossbones painted on it. The pirate placed the boat down and glowed over Puff and Jackie. Burst thunderclaps of laughter once more. The awful sound hurled Jackie back to the deck. He picked himself up and hid behind the dragon. "What are you going to do with us?" he shouted. "Have no fear. I will think of something terrible," roared the pirate. Jackie went trembling again. He got to his feet and ran to the magic dragon. "What do we do now, Puff?" Puff smiled calmly. "He said it, Jackie. Have no fear." "I'm scared to have no fear." "Jackie, the first step in not being afraid is to see things as they really are. Watch." He blew a magic ring of dragon smoke, which floated between Jackie and Very Long. The boy looked through the ring, and instead of a giant pirate, he saw a huge, friendly baker with a white apron on and a chef's hat. "Puff, you mean under all that pirate stuff, Very Long John, black and blue-bearded kid is just a baker at heart?" The dragon sucked back in the smoke as if it were a strand of spaghetti, and nodded yes, and said, "Take care of him, Jackie. Use your wits. You can do it." Jackie turned and walked across the deck until he faced the huge pirate alone. Very Long laughed, picked up the boy with one hand, dropped him, and caught him with the other. He roared, "Well, little boy, what are your last words?" Jackie must have had a very brave thought, for instead of answering the pirate with words, he sang, "Can you bake a cherry pie, very long, very long. Can you bake a cherry pie, very long, John? The huge pirate was stunned for a moment. Then he rose to the challenge and sang back at Jackie. I can bake a cherry pie, quick as a bat can wink its eye, pumpkin, peach, and half a dozen others. Somehow Jackie sensed he had the upper hand. He relaxed a bit, and leaning against the pirate's thumb, he said, I don't believe you. You're a pretty good pirate, but a baker, never. Furious, Very Long tightened his hand about Jackie and roared again. I will destroy you, roared the pirate. But first, I will make you eat your words. He dropped Jackie down on the deck, turned and dashed back to the volcano at the center of the island, opened a door in the crater, and proceeded to bake a great stack of steaming pies. Presented them when he came back and placed the pies down on the deck next to Jackie and Puff. Eat, he commanded, eat! And eat they did, all night long, and well into the following day. Finally, when the last pie pan had been scraped clean, Puff looked up and said, I adore eating my words, but your pies are even so much better. Best pies I ever tasted in my whole mouth, agreed Jackie. Very Long looked down at them and giggled with delight. Really? I've never been so happy. And then he began to cry, great tears of joy, which poured down on Jackie and Puff like rain. Puff took out his umbrella. Oh, if only I could be a friendly giant baker instead of an evil giant pirate. But no, my father, an evil giant pirate. All my family have been evil giant pirates for generations. But you can always change, said Jackie. Everybody can change. Can't they, Puff? So I'm given to understand, said Puff, winking at Jackie. Jackie looked up at Very Long again, Jackie looked up at Very Long again. Just make up your mind and do it. And you're so big, you've got to have lots of mind to open and make up. The next day, Very Long John, dressed in his baker's suit, gently placed the boat into the water, and with a hearty breath from his great lungs, sent them sailing towards Honolulu. He waved farewell to his friends and cried out joyfully, I'm a new man! No, I'm an old man with a new heart! Thank you both, and Godspeed! Soon, Very Long and his island were just a speck on the horizon to Jackie and Puff. They could hear him shouting a promise, though, from the distance. I'll send you a fruitcake next Christmas! Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Together they would travel on a boat with a billowed sail, and Jackie kept a lookout perch on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow when they came, and pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff roared out his name.